Well, hello internets, here we are. Little bit of a unboxing video. In front of us here we have a box from the Keurig company. This one here is the K Express, black in color. It's by the pictures that I seen, it looked like to be the one that I want. I paid for her, had her shipped out, and well, here we are now. So let's cut on into her and see what we have inside this box. So once again we have ourselves a box inside a box. We have ourselves a Keurig, a K Express single serve coffee maker. You got 3 cup sizes. The 237, 296, and 355 milliliters. You have a strong brew for a more intense cup, and it has a removable 1.24 liter reservoir. Once again, black in color. Now I don't know if this machine is a new version of one they previously carried, or if this is something different altogether. The Keurig that I had back in like 2012 was like twice the size. Now this might be something totally different, but either way it is way smaller, and well, we have it now, and let's see what she looks like. So cutting on into the second box, opening up the top flap, you got the K Express, looks like instruction books or whatever this is. You got the American or Canadian plug here. Taking out the top piece of the carton, you get that wonderful smell of manufactured plastic. Pulling away the top piece of plastic, looks like she is slightly connected at the bottom. Removing probably about a dozen or so pieces of tape. Getting our first look at the machine. You got a nice reservoir that goes top to bottom. Once again, this is removable. You got the business end up here where you put the cup in, as well as the brewing end down here where it comes out. You have buttons for your add water, descale, your power button, your strong brew button, your 8, 10, and 12 ounce brew buttons here. So let's remove the tape. So now the tape's all off it, we can have a bit of a look at the machine itself. Just like the older generation Keurigs, you open the top. You have your little needle here for puncturing the cup. You put your cup in there, shut her on down. Add your water to the removable reservoir. The top comes off here. The reservoir comes off the machine for easy cleaning, descaling, stuff like that. At the front of the machine you have the drip tray that you remove for larger coffee cups. And like I showed you there in the initial, there are buttons here for your add water warning, descaling warning, your power button, strong brew button, 8, 10, and 12 ounce brew buttons as well. So before we brew our first cup of coffee, I would strongly recommend running a few water cycles through it, mainly to clean out any plastic residue or whatever that might be inside from the factory. So let's plug her in and see if we can get her to heat up and run our few cycles. Okay guys, so here we go. Here comes the operation point in this here video. We have our beautiful Keurig K Express here, our single cup brewer here. Now, as mentioned in the first part of this here video, I'm going to run some water through it to clean out any plastic or any film or whatever's in it before we brew our first cup of coffee. So I'm going to fill up the reservoir, and then we will start this process. Remove the reservoir cover. The reservoir itself just lifts up and out. When you go to reattach it onto the brewer, there's a little keyed section here that drops into the corresponding section on the back of the brewer, and then she'll basically be good to go. Now there is a max line on the reservoir here to not overfill it past the max line. Once she is full, put her back on, drop her back in, put our cover on the top of it, and then basically plug her in, and then she's good to go. Now over here on the left hand side of the machine, or right hand facing, once again you have the 12 ounce, the 10 ounce, the 8 ounce, you have the power indicator, you have the fill reservoir and descaler buttons and indicators. And in the middle of all them you have the power switch. So turning on the power, you see the 3 size lights light up. Now we'll open the top. Now we're not going to put any K-cups in here for brewing because this is just a run through process. I don't want to be wasting cups for this. We'll just run her empty for now. We have our handy dandy coffee cup that's been through, well, everything over the last 10 years. Put it on in there, close her on up. You see the size lights here start to flash. Press your size. Now the old one, my old one would have to heat and then start to brew. This one here, it looks like the heat cycle was extremely short, and it was basically almost ready to brew the moment that I plugged it in. It's kind of neat to see that they've shortened that wait time a lot. It is a lot quieter than the old version that I used to have. The old one used to sound like an old water pump on like an old RV. You know, this one here, you could brew a cup of coffee at 1 o'clock in the morning and not worry about waking somebody else up. That is sure a quiet operation. Now, as you see, it's done brewing, and there's about an inch or so, inch and a half, inch and a quarter left in the top of the cup. Obviously this cup must be the 16 ounce one, not the 12 or 20 ounce. Now, from what I've read online, if your cup is taller, you can take out the drip tray and brew into a extra large or so cup size. Unfortunately, I do not have an extra large cup around here, just this large one. But for now, this will have to do because it works for the 12 ounce serving size. So I'm going to go dump the cup, and then we'll run another one and then I'll run another 2 or 3 through off camera, come on back, and then we'll brew our first actual coffee through this here machine. So after brewing 3 of those cups of essentially hot water through the machine, you now see that we have a new light on at the bottom. That new light is just the water level indicator, basically telling you that the hopper or the water reservoir is low and there won't be enough coffee, that there won't be enough water for another cup. So once again, repeat those steps, fill up the reservoir, and then, well, we will be ready to brew the first cup of coffee through this brand new machine. Once again, remove the lid, kind of lift up and out on the reservoir, go fill her back up, and then we're good to go. Slide her back over top, key it in the back, drop her gently down, put the cup on. There must be some kind of float or maybe electric kind of sensor in it that tells it when it has liquid, because that light goes off. One thing I will say is this machine, compared to the version that I had between the years of 2012 and 2016, 2017, is night and day, because this machine is quiet. I swear it brews faster. I swear the coffee comes out hotter. And as you can see, well, I got no comparison, but I swear it's half the size of the other K50 or B50 brewer. I'll see if I can find a photo. So essentially, time to put in the K-cup. You can use virtually any flavor that is a K-cup. Open the top up, slide her in. Once again, being careful of that pin there, because it's what punctures the top, lets the water in. It is sharp, it can poke you. Close her on up. Once again, you see the lights are flashing. Select your cup size, and then she's good to go. Okay, so with the cup in it, it might have been slightly louder than it was without the cup. However, it is still quieter than the old version, or the old one that I had. Once again, the old one sounded like it was a combination between like an RV water pump and the results of binge eating on Taco Tuesday. So you add your creamer, your sugar, your flavored creamer, your espresso shot of Bailey's or whatever, and basically it's good to go. Now I purchased this here machine kind of for one of two reasons. One, in the RV I have a need for a machine that didn't have glass in it, like a conventional style coffee maker. Something that could maybe tip over and not worry about breaking, because, well, an RV's in motion, right? And I also about 4 years ago went back to drinking the old style coffee with the grounds, and I'm finding that I'm drinking too much of that coffee. I make a 12 cup coffee, pot of coffee, and after my guests leave, I'm stuck with like 4 cups or sometimes 5 cups, and sometimes that's a little bit much to drink when you're by yourself. So with this Keurig and the ability to brew 1, possibility of 2 cups, it should do quite well here in the house as well as out on the road in the RV. But thanks for watching this here video. It's been, well, nice to have another Keurig again. It's been something that I've been missing. Thanks for watching this here video, and comment, subscribe, and enjoy.